I just looked at a picture, uploaded a picture on Facebook, on YouTube, that a company called Hyper Magazine, hyperlifemagazine.com, to give credit to them. They had the picture put up firstly. The photographer is Julia Beverly, at Julia Beverly, her Twitter feed. It shows Buju Banton. There it is. It shows Buju Banton on stage in the Bahamas at his last concert, surveying the audience. Again, take a look. Take a look at that crowd. No doubt, no doubt at all that Buju is currently the king of reggae. And I say that, as I said, I think last week, that the emperor, Bob Marley, is sleeping. The crown prince of reggae, Dennis Brown, unfortunately didn't live long enough to be crowned the next king of reggae following Bob Marley. So the space was left to be filled. The void was left to be filled. And Barry Salmon is in the subgenre of reggae I call the Lovers Rock section. Nobody can dispute Barry Salmon being the champion there, the king in that subsection. The dancehall segments have got, Bounty Killer, Being a Man, Vibes Cartel, and a whole lot of others, Sizzler, Newton Fire, many, 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 many more, who are very good. And in their own right, yes, they're also kings in that subsection. But when you take the composite reggae element, spirituality, dancehall, touch of lovers rock, and the cultural element, when you combine them all together, nobody can touch Buju Banton at the moment. Okay, it is because of the unfortunate situation that he found himself in that had him incarcerated for so long, that has built up the commandability. It's like in any business, supply and demand. They need Buju now to see him, to hear him, to see what it looks like, what he looks like, how he performs, if he still got it. And there is no doubt that Buju is on top right now. When I analyze what's happening around Buju at the moment, firstly, I look at the production. For an artist to command the kind of production that is behind Buju right now on stage means that he is at the level where we can so do because of the show that is expected of him. And looking at that picture that I showed just now, look on the flying speakers. I'm counting about 25 flying speakers. That again is a mark of the commandability of an artist. Look on the size of the stage. Buju works the stage, and so he has to have space. I learned that something happened in the Bahamas, which if I was to advise Buju's team, I would say to them, don't let that happen again. When you've got an headlining act, as Buju is currently, nobody goes on the stage to sing after he's left. Nobody. An headlining act sings last. If anybody's going to go on the stage following the headlining act like Buju, it should only be someone playing some records while people are leaving the venue. I hope they learn from that. If Buju goes on to a festival many, many artists. Given his commandability at the moment, I think his team should learn to say in negotiations, Buju should close his night. So you shouldn't have Buju and Berris on the same show on the same night at the moment. Berris closes his night, Buju closes his night, and Sizzler, Bounty, whoever else closes their night, and so on and so forth. Dancehall night, Lovers Rock night, Pure Reggae night, and so on. And of course, I won't forget Chronics, because Chronics is there. Chronics is in the cultural vein, and I'm waiting to see what he does consistently, to see if he's into cultural music, spiritual music, or if he crosses over like Buju has done before you can compare like for like. Something else I believe will happen soon. I believe the Americans will allow Buju to come in to sing on a work permit, not a citizen's permit. He will not get a citizen's permit for now in America, if ever. But because of the economic benefits, I think they will allow him to sing in America soon. When you weigh up the economic benefits to whatever else against him, the fact that he'll be coming to work could be argued legally that they should not deny him. But that's another matter. Right now, Buju must prepare for Africa, China, the whole of Europe. His team needs to analyze which concert is going on, who wants him, which concert is going on. If he's going on his own concert as headline, that production, that quality of production with sound and lighting and the space must always there, must always be there, must always be there so that he can perform at the point, the optimum point that he's currently performing at as an headlining act. And what Buju will do now as an headlining act to help the reggae world continue developing and getting its rightful attention from UNESCO and other world institutions, he will bring on all the young artists behind him. He will bring them behind him to help them to sing before 15, 18, 20,000 fans, like he has done so far at the National Stadium in Jamaica and in the Bahamas the other day. That will help artists in Jamaica to earn, to develop themselves, to be produced, develop themselves, because when the king brings you up, the audience sees you by your music. Buju is the artist right now who's doing that, who can do that in an ongoing way. And something else I'll be observing to see is the consistency of Buju, the sustainability. We're waiting for his album to listen to the lyrics, the words, the melody, the beats. We're listening for the first album following his incarceration, because that is a different milestone. The aura that surrounds Buju right now was because of the fact that the world was waiting for the first concert, following the first set of concerts, starting with the optimum one, the first one, following his freedom. When the aura drops a little bit, it becomes normal again. For it to lift up on a scale again is when he delivers his first album, and the album sounds good, brings something to you, lyrics, melody, then you will say, yes, Buju is not just depending on his old catalog, but here is a new album to add to his catalog that people will want to hear. And do like rock artists do, top rock artists do. Rap artists do it as well. Hip-hop artists do it. Top soul singers do it. And this is what they do. Tour. Make some money, look after the family, give back to their community, make a good album, tour the album, relax, enjoy life. Your fans then look for every 2 years. Don't tour every year. An artist who go touring every year is gonna burn themselves out quickly. Be a guest artist. Turn up here, turn up there. But don't do long tours every year. Tour your album every 2 years. I'm looking forward to meeting my friend Buju face to face again. When he was 19, he played in a venue in England that I used to own and manage. We have a special relationship. When he came back 2, 3, 4 years after, I stopped operating my venue and he played other venues. He would never go on stage if I'm in the venue until I go backstage and we sit down, hug and talk about life and family. I've got a picture somewhere here with him, with his jerry curl and his fox shoes, his yellow suit, jean suit. And we have a very special salutation when we meet each other. I won't say it here, but I know he's also looking forward to see me. Don't know where we're gonna meet. Welcome home, Buju. Look after your family. Heal any wounds. Sow reggae to the world. Respect. Gargamel.